Good morning, everybody. This morning I'm going to read a book that my big boy, because he's not little anymore, he's 12, Harvey has chosen. He said he used to like this book called Charlie Cook's Favourite Book. And I've got to admit, I haven't read this one before, so this is a new one for me to read. So look and listen to Charlie's Cook's favourite book. Got all these books on here. Fairy Tales from Forgotten Island, Shiver Me Timbers, The Beard Annual, Just Joking, A Country Childhood, Improving Stories for Wicked Thieves, My First Encyclopedia, and Out of This World, a collection of ghosts. Once upon a time, there was a boy called Charlie Cook, who curled up in a cosy chair and read his favourite book. Let's do the sign for book. We all know the sign for book. So, Charlie Cook and book. And he was a boy. So, there's lots of signs in that first one. About a leaky pirate ship which very nearly sank, and a pirate chief who got the blame and had to walk the plank. The chief swam to an island and went digging with his hook. At last he found a treasure chest, and in it was a book. About a girl called Goldilocks and 3 indignant bears, who cried, "Who had our porridge? Who's been sitting on our chairs?" They went into the bedroom, and Baby Bear said, "Look, she's in my bed, and what is more, she's got my favourite book." About Sir Percy Pilkington, a bold and fearless knight, who told the dragon, "Wait, I'm not quite ready for the fight. You must hear this one first." And then his armour clanked and shook. Ho, ho, he, as he read aloud a joke he'd found inside his favourite book. About Rowena Read-a-Lot, a very well-read frog, who jumped upon a lily pad and jumped upon a log, then jumped into the library which stood beside the brook, and went, read it, as she jumped upon a book. About an oak tree full of birds, each bird had built a nest, and they had a competition to decide which one was best. They chose an owl to judge it, and the winner was a rook, whose nest was lined with pages from his very favourite book. About a girl who saw a flying saucer in the sky. Some small green men were in it, and they waved as they flew by. She tugged her mother's sleeve and said, "Look, Mum, what I've just seen." But Mum said, "Hush, I'm trying to read my favourite magazine." About a wicked jewel thief who stole the king's best crown, Dr. Foster, patent galoshes, but then got stuck behind some sheep which slowed his car right down. The king dialed 999, and soon the cops had caught the crook and flung him into prison, where he read his favourite book. About a greedy crocodile who got fed up with fish and went on land to try to find some other kind of dish. He went into a bookshop, and he there grew even greedier while reading on page 90 of a large encyclopedia. About the biggest birthday cake the world had ever seen, a team of royal cake makers had made it for the Queen. The cake was so delicious that a famous spaceman took a slice of it to Jupiter. He also took a book. About a ghost who glided round a castle every night, carrying her head and giving everyone a fright. She kept it up till morning, then she found a shady hook and put her head back on again and read her favourite book. About a cosy armchair and a boy called Charlie Cook. Well, I quite liked that. There was lots of rhyming words in it, which I do like a book that rhymes. And I know there's a little girl in my class who loves books just as much as Charlie Cook. So I know she might like this book very much. So that's Charlie Cook's favourite book. Maybe today for your task, you could choose your favourite book and read it with your parent or carer and then draw a picture about it or make something from the story like we did yesterday with the giant crown. So what is your favourite book?